Hello and welcome back to DarkxMysteries, where we peel back the layers of the eerie, the unexplained, and the chilling cases that continue to baffle investigators to this very day. If you're fascinated by true crime, unsolved disappearances, and the unsettling side of reality, then you've found your community. Tonight we're journeying into a case that has cast a long, dark shadow over Phoenix, Arizona for more than 2 decades. It's a story riddled with bizarre details, a haunting timeline, and a frustrating lack of answers, even after all this time. This is the enduring mystery of Alissa Turney, a 17-year-old girl who vanished in broad daylight on the very last day of school back in 2001. Her case has since become one of the internet's most compelling and infuriating rabbit holes. Alissa Turney was, by all accounts, a typical high school senior on the cusp of adulthood. She had plans for the summer, a part-time job, a circle of friends, and was even looking forward to college. But on May 17, 2001, her life, her future, her entire existence just stopped. Her stepfather, Michael Turney, told police he picked her up from school early that day. He claimed they got into an argument, and in a fit of teenage rebellion, she stormed off, leaving behind a note saying she was running away to California. But this is where the official story begins to unravel. Alissa left behind everything a runaway would desperately need. Her cell phone, her purse, her makeup, and all of her personal belongings were left in her room. And despite the supposed note, there was never any activity on her bank account, no credible sightings, and not a single word to her friends or family ever again. It was as if she had been erased from the face of the earth. Initially, the police took the note at face value and classified Alissa as a runaway. After all, she was 17, nearly a legal adult, and arguments with parents weren't uncommon. But as days turned into weeks, and weeks into years, far too many inconsistencies and red flags began to surface. Her sister, Sarah Turney, was only 12 years old when Alissa disappeared, but she grew up haunted by nagging doubts and unanswered questions. As she got older, she refused to let her sister's memory fade. Sarah started her own investigation, digging into her family's past with a fierce determination, and what she uncovered was more disturbing than she could have ever imagined. She discovered that her father, Michael Turney, had a dark and controlling side. He was obsessed with surveillance. The entire house was wired with security cameras. He recorded phone calls, and he meticulously documented every aspect of their lives, keeping boxes upon boxes of strange files and videotapes. Even more bizarrely, he spun a wild tale, claiming that Alissa hadn't run away, but had been abducted by a secret union of rogue government agents who were out to get him. Yes, you heard that correctly. It was a story so outlandish it seemed designed to deflect and confuse. When police finally executed a search warrant on Michael Turney's home years later, they found something truly terrifying. They discovered 26 handmade pipe bombs, a massive arsenal of weapons, and a detailed manifesto outlining a plan to attack a local union hall. He was arrested on these serious weapons charges and ultimately sent to prison, but he was never charged in connection with Alissa's disappearance. Think about that for a moment. He was capable of plotting a mass casualty event, yet the mystery of his missing stepdaughter remained officially unsolved, and this is where the story becomes even more haunting. Despite a mountain of circumstantial evidence pointing toward Michael Turney, including deeply disturbing allegations of abuse and suffocating control that emerged over the years, no one has ever been formally charged in Alissa's case. It's a legal and emotional limbo that has trapped her family for 2 decades. Frustrated by the lack of progress, Sarah Turney took her fight to the one place she knew could make a difference: social media. She launched a campaign on platforms like TikTok and YouTube, sharing her family's story and presenting the evidence she had painstakingly collected. She built a massive, dedicated following, bringing national and even international attention to her sister's case. Her advocacy, her relentless push for answers forced law enforcement to take a fresh look at the evidence. She believes, without a single shred of doubt, that her own father is responsible for what happened to Alissa. But even with all of that incredible exposure, with years of tireless advocacy, countless media reports, and an army of internet sleuths dissecting every last detail, We still don't have the one answer that matters. We still don't know what happened to Alissa Turney. Her body has never been found, and her final moments remain a chilling mystery. So what is the truth behind her disappearance? Did she really run away, as the note claimed? Or was that note a cold, calculated piece of staging designed to cover up something far more sinister? Why was her stepfather so obsessed with surveillance and control? And why, despite all the suspicion and the deeply troubling evidence, has no one been held accountable for a young girl who vanished without a trace? Do you think the authorities missed a crucial window of opportunity in those early days? Or is there a key piece of this puzzle that still hasn't come to light? I genuinely want to know what you think. Let's start a conversation with our theories in the comments section. Seriously, every comment, every share, every discussion keeps Alissa's name alive and makes it that much harder for this case to go cold forever. If you find yourself drawn to unsolved mysteries like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss what we'll be uncovering next here on DarkxMysteries. We have so much more to explore together. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and never stop looking into the dark.